The Power of Intent: 4 Powerful Steps That Will Change Your Life by Patricia Gallant. Read by Alicia Mary Smith. Introduction. This process is based on the premise that all we need to create change is to have a clear intention. When our intention is clear and we believe in all possibilities, then we are open to creating changes in our lives that are for our own highest and best well-being. This gives us the power to reach our full potential. This simple but powerful system has been created to be used by anyone without the necessity of having any specific training in the healing arts or meditation techniques. The wording of this process came to me intuitively, as did most of the writing in this little book. The ideas are ancient and have been presented in many different forms by numerous authors. My intention is to offer this as a powerful and easily memorized 4-step process. Taking only a few minutes, it can be used at any time. My colleagues and I have personally found it to be very powerful and effective. And my wish is that anyone who reads this and uses the process on a regular basis will find it equally as potent and helpful in their own lives. The process that I am presenting is the culmination of many years of reading, researching, and exploring different systems that are available today. Science is now proving the connection instead of the separation between the physical and the non-physical world through the continuing understanding and study of quantum physics. It is said, as above, so below. All of life in this vast holographic universe is an energy of light that exists in a duality of waves and particles. This has been explained succinctly in many books. We are each responsible for our own destiny. We all have history, dramas, and inherited beliefs that block us from becoming all that we can be. But we do have choices. We can continue to live in the past, blaming our present circumstances on past experiences, or we can live in the now and take the risk of creating positive change. Living in the world today, we are constantly exposed to high stress levels, environmental pollutants, noise, toxic substances, radiation, violence, and wars. It is not easy under this constant stress to arrive at a place of peace and quietness within our own selves. We have to go deep into the countryside to experience the intensity of silence and natural peace. Even there, we can still be disturbed by distant sounds or overhead planes. Many of us also feel uncomfortable if we do not have ready access to radios, TVs, computers, our mobile phones. We seem to need to be stimulated by such distractions to avoid such stillness, to bring us back to the comfortable discomfort of being in chaos. To maintain the health of our body, mind, and spirit, we need to nourish ourselves with the right ingredients. So focusing on our physical body, you are literally what you eat. A healthy diet with a proper balance of nutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and fats is essential to healthy living, as is food free of chemicals, hormones, and artificial fertilizers. It is also important to give our body exercise and the right amount of light and sunshine. Virginia Assine writes in her book, New Cells, New Bodies, New Life, on the purely physical level, are you following what is most loving for your body? Are you eating what feels most right for you at this time? Foods are all thought forms, just like your body, and we have the ability to transform any food with our thought, love, light, and intention to a frequency that is totally beneficial to our body. And focusing on our mind and spirit, we need a balance between the demands of our daily activities and emotional commitments. It is important for us to allow ourselves time for relaxation, for fulfilling relationships, and for acknowledging our hopes and dreams. We need to set aside quiet time, at least twice daily, before starting the day and before sleep, in order to reconnect with our spiritual selves. What you think is what you draw towards you, so think positive thoughts. Release negative thoughts by not giving them energy. A method I use is to consciously release the thought and let it become light and return to the source of light. Now to the 4-step process. Before starting the process, it is important to quiet your mind using a method that works for you. One method of preparation could be this progressive relaxation technique. Start at the feet and relax all the muscles of the body, ending at the head and third eye, situated in the middle of your forehead between the eyes. Another suggestion is to visualize opening and balancing the 7 chakras, starting at your root chakra, ending with the crown. Or try using deep internal breathing, focusing on each breath to reach that quiet place within. With each breath, try to ensure that each exhalation lasts about 4 times longer than each inhalation. I recommend that the 4 steps be memorized so that you do not interrupt the flow of each step. Also, that you state the words exactly as they are written in steps 1 and 2. Slowly and with meaning, you can say them out loud or silently, whichever feels right for you. If you find your mind wandering, interrupt the thought, consciously let it go, and then continue with the process. Ideally, start and end your day using the 4 steps. A good time is before rising in the morning and before going to sleep. However, if you find yourself falling asleep before completing the process, then choose a better time for yourself, perhaps earlier in the evening. If you are awakened by an alarm clock in the mornings, try setting it 10 minutes before your usual getting up time. It's a great way to start the day. Step 3 may be used by itself as a tool to center yourself during the day, particularly when under stress. Used for this purpose, I suggest starting with 3 deep breaths. You may find that just focusing on 3 breaths is sufficient to bring yourself back to center. To receive the maximum benefit from this process, make a commitment to yourself to practice it regularly. Make it a part of your day to set aside 5 or 10 minutes for yourself in the morning and sometimes before sleep at night. Step 1. With 3 breaths, I clear any unconscious self-limitations. Take 3 deep breaths, focusing on each one. During this initial step, let any outside thoughts that enter your consciousness pass through without making judgment or giving them energy. I suggest the 3 breaths in order to clear any possible reversals that might interfere with gaining the maximum benefit from the subsequent steps. Psychological reversals are the unconscious limits we set on ourselves. We may consciously want to make changes in our life, but what we actually do is sabotage any progress towards those ends. Some examples would be feeling stuck, doing things that keep you in a no-win situation, putting off doing something that you really want to do, never seeming to get what you consciously want. Poverty consciousness, thinking, which prevents the flow of abundance. If we remain in a reversed state, we will continue to limit our progress towards any positive growth. This leaves us with feelings of frustration, anger, worthlessness, depression, and low self-esteem. This state may continue for many years and can accumulate over a lifetime, affecting our whole mental, physical, and spiritual selves. By clearing any psychological reversals first, we open the doors to all possibilities for change and self-fulfillment. Step 2. A. I now clear my energy fields on every level of all non-harmonious vibrations. B. I release past, present, and future thought forms and cell memories that prevent me from being who I truly am. C. I remember on every level of my spirit, mind, and body who I truly am in my original perfection. This step is the most important in terms of intention. It is the I am in one's original perfection in being. Through intention, you are clearing the energies that prevent you from being who you truly are, so that you can remember that perfection. After each affirmation, take one deep breath, focusing your attention on the breath. Let me elaborate a little on these intentions. Emanating from our physical body are invisible fields of energy. The first one, known as the aura, appears rather like a halo surrounding the physical body and has distinct parallels with the body's electromagnetic force field. All life forms possess an aura. Extending from the aura are subtle layers of energy, all at fixed distances from the physical body, each one having a different function and frequency. They are closely connected to the chakra system. Think of the body as a stepping down of energy that manifests itself in the physical form. We comprise pure energy. When our physical form dies, we return to the elements of the earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We may unconsciously hold in our energy fields past experiences, memories, and thought forms that interfere with creating harmony in our life. We hold experiences, memories, and inherited beliefs on a cellular level, as well as in our energy fields, so it is equally important to release any memories on this level, which may prevent you from being who you truly are. Having cleared and released, you are now allowing a remembrance of who you truly are on every level of your being. This gives you the choices in life without the interference of being that which you are not at your deepest level. Step 3. I become aware of the universal light surrounding me. I feel this light flowing through me to every cell in my body. I become one with the light. As you go deeper within, bring in the universal healing light to flow into every part of your being so that you become that light. Follow the light as you draw it in from the energy fields and feel it from the top of your head down to your toes, penetrating every part of your body to the cellular level. Pause after each statement and give yourself time to feel that deep relaxation, peace, and quietness within on every level. In step 3, you may be flexible with the wording, as this is a visualization. So give yourself the freedom to feel or imagine that universal light rather than stating the words. Once your imagination takes hold, it starts to develop its own reality for you. You may find that the light changes its color. Stay with the process. Enjoy it until you feel that oneness with the light. This particular step may easily be used on its own to promote relaxation and as a form of meditation. Use this step for relieving any physical problem, pain or discomfort. Focus the light over the area you want healed. See the light penetrating and healing the body area, and see it as healthy. Follow on with step 4, creating your own affirmations such as, I have a healthy heart which functions normally. Step 4. I open my heart to receive the affirmation that is for my highest and best in this present moment. Let go and focus on your breath until you feel completion. After completing steps 1 through 3, you may find that your innate being brings to the surface the affirmation or intention that is for your highest and best well-being. I recommend that you leave yourself open to this possibility without pre-arranging your affirmation. Your innate self knows best. It is very important that the affirmation be worded in such a way that you are affirming the positive and not the negative. For example, if you want more fulfilling relationships in your life, the affirmation might be, I draw towards me loving and fulfilling relationships, rather than, I don't want any more failed relationships. A few more examples are, I live my life in harmony. I am at peace. My body is healthy and functions perfectly. I am attuned with the flow of universal abundance. State your affirmation only one time, slowly and meaningfully. Now let it go and focus your attention on your inner breath until you feel a sense of completion. Slowly open your eyes and start your day, or keep your eyes closed and have a nice sleep. There follows a summary of the 4-step process to use until you have memorized the process. Now take a comfortable position, close your eyes, and quiet your mind. With 3 breaths, I clear any unconscious self-limitations. As I breathe with you, taking 3 deep breaths, focusing on your breath. I now clear my energy fields on every level of all non-harmonious vibrations. Taking another full breath. I release past, present, and future thought forms and cell memories that prevent me from being who I truly am. Another breath. I remember on every level of my spirit, mind, and body who I truly am in my original perfection. Another full breath. I become aware of the universal light surrounding me. I feel this light flowing through me to every cell in my body. I become one with the light. I open my heart to receive the affirmation that is for my highest and best in this present moment. Taking a full, focused breath. And staying with your breath until you feel a deep sense of completion.